Good afternoon, YouTubers. Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel, and it's like 33 centigrade here. It is very hot, so I'm trying to stay as cool as possible as I read some hard-hitting articles for you guys. And here goes. From Business Insider, San Francisco housing market is so out of control, 60% of tech workers say they can't afford homes. Do you understand? The American proper is getting completely bought out. Too much foreign money parking on its shores, and a lot of people are forced to have to bunk together. And not only that, people are going to have to relocate. And that's what's happening. Mass exodus to California. Wagons East, not West. Man, it's hot. The San Francisco Bay Area housing market is so bleak, even the tech workers are struggling to buy a home there. A survey by Blind found 59% of employees at the Bay Area tech companies said they can't afford a home. Cisco, eBay, and Intuit had their highest percentage of employees who said home ownership is elusive. I'm sorry, guys. My vision is heavily blurring out here in front of me badly because of this heat. Anyways, percentage of employees said home ownership is elusive. Man, I haven't used that word in years. In Silicon Valley, buying a home is out of reach, even for the region's tech workers. Blind, an app that lets mostly tech workers chat anonymously about the workplace, asked employees from 13 Bay Area tech companies if they can afford buying a home. A 59% majority of them said that they can't afford to purchase a house in the Bay Area. At least 100 employees at each of the 13 companies, including Apple, Facebook, Google, Salesforce, Cisco, eBay, Intuit, Airbnb, Uber, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Intel, and Oracle participated in the survey with a total of 2,326 response, according to Blind. Tech is still the single biggest economic engine of the Bay Area, but the region is becoming increasingly unaffordable and unlivable for the software engineers and product managers who fill its coffers. I don't know if you guys seen Paul Joseph Watson's article video on what's happening in San Francisco with the homelessness, the drug use, the feces all over the street. It's been out of control, guys, and it's not a really good, especially with the when you're paying that much money for a place, you expect it to be peachy keen, Cloud9, top of the line, no shenanigans, right? But I don't know. From what the reports on the ground are showing, it's a lot different. The medium-priced home in San Francisco sells for $1.6 million, and it's not uncommon for buyers to bid hundreds or thousands of dollars above asking to pay in all cash. As a result, about 12% of households in San Francisco can't afford the medium-priced home. There you go. 12% of households in San Francisco can't afford the medium-priced home. That's horrible. So a lot of, like I said, foreign money being parked on American shores. And remember, the West Coast, the Western Seaboard is the gateway to the West, to the Orient. So some tech workers fare better than others. Tech workers are often paid more than the general population. That paycheck doesn't stretch far in the coastal Bay Area. According to Blind, Cisco had the highest percentage of employees, 72 points, who said that they can't buy a house, followed by eBay, 70%, and Intuit, 65 points. People who got to work for Salesforce, Google, and Facebook may have an easier time of it. Those companies ranked the lowest in 52% of Salesforce employees, 51% of Google employees, and 51% of Facebook employees reporting they can't afford homes. Apple, which became the first company to be worth $1 trillion on the public markets last week, was mixed in among startups with Airbnb, Uber, and Pinterest, with 63% of employees unable to buy a house. The Bay Area is on the brink of an exodus. Thank you. This article is really good. The dream of buying a home evades them. Tech workers may be considering to move elsewhere. Yes, move your trade and skill with you. That's what counts. You're only there because of your trade and skill. You wouldn't be there if you didn't have that trade and skill. Move it. A report from real estate site Redfin revealed that San Francisco lost more residents than any other U.S. city in the last quarter of 2017. The Great Migration is far from over. In 2018, 49% of Bay Area residents said they would consider leaving California because of the cost of living, according to the survey of 500 residents by public relations firm Eldman. They're cropping up in places like Seattle, Portland, Denver, Sacramento. Guys, don't forget Nevada. And don't forget New Mexico. Don't forget Arizona, Phoenix. People are showing up there. And Texas. Thought a recent article in the San Francisco Chronicle highlights that people in the Pacific Northwest aren't exactly pleased to welcome their new neighbors as their home prices soar. So it's an intermigration problem. It's happening in cities like Vancouver, Sydney, London. London's been happening for longer now. It's been happening for many years now in London, where everyone moved to Middle England and moved to Ireland and moved to Northern Ireland and moved to Scotland. Sorry guys for my very poor reading skills. I do have a grade 6 reading level, guys, but I do want to get this messages out for you guys. You know, being a tech worker, I mean, making the money isn't all that anymore. It's making the right moves in life and settling down in the proper, really looking at the markets and I mean, getting a tech degree and all that stuff and getting a great job that pays well means absolute squat when you don't have proper accommodations to live, or you can't even lay roots and start a family. I want to know what you guys think of this article. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe button, because I do trends in the housing market every Wednesday, where we're covering all the trends in the housing market in the English-speaking world that is being affected by this massive economic buyout and low interest rates and bad government decisions. Thanks for watching.